Have you ever wanted to outfox the competition? Ever dreamed of launching an annoying talking bird off of a seesaw into outer space? Or do you like horrible cheesy puns? If not, well, too bad, because we're doing this anyways. Welcome to Furry Game Corner, once again, where we talk about the games that give you that warm and fuzzy feeling. Fox and Forests, a game brought to us by the developer duo of independent art software and bonus level entertainment. Now, for being bonus level's first game, surprisingly, it's actually pretty good. Fox and Forests revolves around a humanoid fox called Rick, who enjoys spending his time stalking a bird that seems to be hyper-intelligent and able to not only convince him to not eat her, but also to be her fluffy little slave for the promise of treasure beyond his wildest dreams. He could definitely use it too, since the only clothing he's currently sporting is some ripped shit brown shorts and a bright golden earring. So, this game runs on the basic principles of most platforming RPG games. You can jump and double jump, you have a ground ranged attack, a ducking and uppercutting melee, and a jumping melee. Upgrades come in all shapes and sizes, from upgrading your weapons and fighting skills to increasing your health and your mana bar. You can also get magic potions to use as a special little last-ditch effort attack once you find these rare bottles in some select stages. Perry the Partridge is your only little vendor, which leads me to believe that either the other animals all died from some freak evil weather patterns, or ran for the hills after finding out that one of their trees suddenly grew a full beard and started talking to them. Great Deku Tree, is that you? Is some kind of fever dream Link's having from drinking too many bottles of Lon milk? Wouldn't surprise me. So the basis of this game is that the world is currently being changed for the worst as some sort of evil force is altering the seasons in an attempt to create a chaotic 5th season. You can experience this season in the bonus levels in each area, which you can get to if you collect all the magic nuts in an area. No, pardon me, magic seeds. Speaking of which, it's actually a good idea to get these collectibles on every stage. You'll need them to get your weapon and mana upgrades. These mana stones are scarce, one per each stage, and you'll need them to increase your overall mana capacity, which you can use to literally change the seasons at will to get past obstacles and change some enemy spawn points. But I digress. You can also find large amounts of money as well as the grindstones for weapon upgrades inside of the chests that are scattered across stages. Oh, you can also find this little transparent asshole who's to throw ectoplasm at you for his own amusement. That's funny. Think that's funny, throwing your little undead snot at me? Yeah, I see you laughing. The main objective of this game is to get the bosses at each of the area and kick their collective asses to get the pieces of magic bark? Mr. Deku Tree over here seems to have plenty left and looks pretty healthy to me. He's magic enough to have a dang face. I mean, why does he need all the rest of these little 4 pieces of bark? The bosses require you to not only attack them, but think on your feet and use the elements of nature against them at any given time. For the first boss, the giant frog, after damaging its open mouth enough, you will need to freeze the... Wait, is it actually shooting its eggs at me? It's actually shooting its eggs at... Okay, that's messed up. Okay, you actually have to freeze and launch this frog's own freaking offspring at it in order to kill it and get the bark. Well, yeah, that totally won't make me experience a guilt trip of a lifetime. Ah, wait, never mind. They'll become these little assholes. Yeah, never mind, screw the frog. Oh, and remember how I mentioned puns before? Yeah, you'll get used to these constantly, from all sources, especially boss dialogues throughout the game. Now, I like puns, but as we all remember from Overwatch, those amazing puns get old very fast. You'll also come across a lot of puns from this little guy with the sign right here, Retro the Badger. Though you'll want to talk to him more often than not, unless you're confident you won't kick the bucket. He'll give you a checkpoint for a small fee of gold, which gets increasingly more expensive the further you get in the stage. He's particularly helpful if you're doing a run for those little hidden collectibles and jumping puzzles where you can easily end up with your ass kicked constantly. Though having to pay Retro is pretty annoying, he's doing it for some pretty sweet retro games, which honestly, I can't blame the guy. If I could get away with selling people some save points to buy some classic NES games, I'd probably do the same thing. So, along with getting some sweet new armaments from the Deku Tree, you can start shooting different types of arrows. The first of these is a pretty sweet green split-shot magic arrow that packs one hell of a punch. The others, well, you'll have to find out for yourself. I can't spoil the entire game now, can I? Another thing you'll end up getting from the magic bark is the ability to grow these little saplings to unlock the next areas once you have enough magic seeds. Once they're alive, like this little... Oh, God, What the hell kind of bootleg Groot nonsense is this? Rocket Raccoon! Kill it with fire, please! However, nothing is more satisfying than reaching the end of a level, coming across Patty singing her beautiful little song. Well, after listening to it for a little bit, Rick finally gets some momentary revenge on the annoying little avian by pounding the seesaw she's leaning on and sending that little asshole right into orbit, baby! Oh, that's how you end a level. Now on to what I feel the game does the best. Now, the music is honestly quite good. The graphics, absolutely beautiful. I honestly love games that have high quality pixel art. It gives it that retro feel, along with the smooth controls, animations, and that unique combat and season-changing functions as well. Just brings it all home in a nice, lovely little package. I honestly have to say, I really enjoyed this game. And not just because the main character is a skinny, nearly naked little fox man, though, let's be honest, that's what attracts many people to buy games like this. That's what you furries want, I know. Foxes easily attract people to games, movies, and TV shows. But anyways, the game in and of itself is extremely enjoyable, and I definitely recommend it to anyone who loves classic platformers with a twist. Whether you're a furry or not, it's a solid game that should not be overlooked. It's extremely fun, and these developers worked really hard to get such an amazing product out there. So thank you everybody for joining me today. If you haven't already, take a look at Fox and Forest, which you can find either on the website down in the description below, or on Steam's store. If you haven't already, it'd be greatly appreciated if you could swing this video a thumbs up, share it with your friends, and hit that subscribe button. Let me know if you enjoyed. I'll see you guys in the next episode. Lyric out.